I'm starting to think that Sidonia no Kishi and the writer of Sidonia does not like Hoshijiro, because, I mean, he seems to be loving torturing her character. I mean, we get to see some romance feelings. Nagate, we get to see, like, 2 episodes ago, we find out that she died, and then last episode, we get to see her impaled, and then this episode, she is fighting Nagate and Kunato, and we get to see her speaking once again, and she's pretty much a goner. I have a feeling that the freaking writer of this series loves to twist and manipulate his characters that he kills off and just having a sick time messing with Hoshijiro. But either way, this episode was good. It was just nothing but action and backstory and flashbacks. Now, the flashbacks were needed. I love getting to find out more about our characters. We find out exactly why Nagate has his immortality to where he can pretty much heal instantly. How we found out, like, how he healed all his injuries really quick. So this episode reveals that Nagate is actually a clone of his grandpa, Hiro. So right there, very interesting. So we find out that Nagate is not technically really blood relationship to his grandpa, but actually just a straight out freaking clone. And this also talks about how other people most likely are clones in this series. They're not just, you know, regular people, but offsprings from other people. They're actually clones. So now right here we understand exactly probably why Sidonia has lasted this long. It's being able to clone its populace to where they can make more people to fight for them. So right there we understand that now. Now, I think the backstory was really sad. We find out this episode that Nagate's grandpa was pretty much immortal also, if I got that correctly, but for some reason he let himself age where he can die off. So right there, I feel like the information was really interesting. We got to see how Nagate would look if he got old, and you gotta really feel sorry for, you know, Nagate's grandpa, Hiro, the way he just pretty much sacrificed his life to save his clone version of himself, to be able to train him, to be able to probably save Sidonia. It was a really major sacrifice you could tell he did in this episode. One thing though that was really, really shocking was getting to see Hoshijiro blurt out Nagate's name. I was like, she remembers him? She remembers Tanikaze? I'm like, no way, what? So, what does this ending mean? Okay, now, I'm gonna say this right here, I'm gonna say this right now. If Hoshijiro is still dead, I will once again go back to what I said at the beginning part of this episode review. The writer loves torturing Hoshijiro if for some reason she is not alive, because the way this ending is, it pretty much shows that Hoshijiro has some form of intelligence to where she can remember herself. Even though we saw her get impaled last episode, she died. I don't know exactly how she's alive, probably because, you know, the Ghana and placenta's all over or whatever, but still, I mean, I wonder exactly if she can be brought back. I mean, is she technically dead, or is she just, you know, remembering certain collective thoughts? Is it because of my theory, like how the Ghana reminds me so close to the Flood from Halo, that, I mean, pretty much they're probably sucking the intelligence out of Hoshijiro, I don't know. But still, either way, that ending scene is very jarring. I mean, as you all know how I feel about Hoshijiro by now. You know how I feel about Nagate, how I felt like those relationships they had were really nice, and I got to see some bonding between them, and I love that romance right there. It felt like a very legit romance, and then we saw what happened. And so, the ending, it really brings up hope for all the viewers. Me, I have a lot of hope, and I hope that Hoshijiro is technically not dead. The way this ending ended off, it's a horrible cliffhanger, but not as bad as the past couple weeks, because past couple weeks, oh my god, I just wanted to slam my head up against a desk. But this, I feel like, you know, it left me wanting more. It left me wanting to know the mystery behind this, and it has me on that edge to where I really want to catch up with the manga faster right now. And just right now, I've been holding it back, but I feel like I need to read them all because I just want to know what is going to happen. I really want to know, but I just want to be shocked and surprised for whatever's to come. But I feel like the CGI in this episode was really good. I like the way the CGI was used, especially in the different talking scenes, especially with the flashbacks. That was nice. And it's interesting how they're actually doing character development. The character development, I think, of this episode was handled properly. And so, really, there's not much I can really complain about. One thing I need to talk about, though, is Kunato, pretty much, as we know, the freaking rich prick that was just, he was jealous and selfish, and he wanted the frame for himself that Nagate was using. Well, we get to see this episode, he has some form of, I guess, doubt in his mind, or he's scared of Hoshijiro being alive, or he seems to, you know, have it impact him in his overall subconscious, like it really hurt his heart, that he knows and willingly killed Hoshijiro. So it seems like he actually feels shame for what he did, even though I don't feel like this makes his character any better, but you do get to see that he feels some form of shame for what he did to Hoshijiro, but I still think that prick needs to die. I'm just gonna be honest there. So overall, good episode, love it. I love the fighting, I love getting to see the way CGI was handled, love the flashbacks, love getting to find out about the clones, love getting to find out more about Nagate and how he can heal really fast, and that ending scene with Hoshijiro has me wondering and questioning what's gonna happen next. So everybody, tell me your thoughts on this episode. Everybody, I love you so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.